We haven't seen him in a little bit, and people have always been saying, you got to get back to the point. You got to get back to Nonpoint.
Roach, Koach.
Podcast.
You have to get back to the point, boys. And we are back with them today. We're talking about their album, To the Pain. A lot of listeners, a lot of Roach Riders and Indigo Angels have said, you've got to do this record. And so we are. Here we are. We're doing it, guys. This record. Now, here's the thing.
Okay.
If you go by Wikipedia on one page, this is their 4th album. But if you go on another page, it's their 6th album. And it all comes down to count whether or not you count the independent releases. If you count the independent releases, which is what the person who wrote the page for the album did, they said this is their 6th studio album. Either way, Nonpoint can't stop making albums. 4, 6, 8, 10. They got a lot of them. This one, To the Pain, came out on November 8th, 2005.
Wow.
It was their first release through the independent label Byler Brothers Records. That's right. The brothers. There's 2 of them. All right. The Byler Bros. And they put this album out. This album was produced by Nonpoint guitarist Andrew Goldman.
Wow.
Who's in Nonpoint, Matt? I'm glad you asked.
Oh, who is in Nonpoint? Oh, and by the way, this is the first time we've done a Nonpoint album since September 23rd, 2020.
More recent than I thought. Okay. All right. Not quite 4.5 years. Okay. All right. I'll take it. I love it. Now,
just a easy breezy 4.5 years.
4.5 years. Now, I don't know if we've talked about this in the show, and I'm not going to name names, but I want to just say that I was notified. We were notified, I believe, at a certain point that members of Nonpoint did listen to one of our episodes on one of their albums.
The first one, yes.
The first one. And they turned it off after 15 minutes saying those people don't know what they're talking about. And first, thank you for listening.
Thank you for listening.
Second, you are correct.
Correct. 100% correct.
100%. If you have returned once again to see what we have to say about To the Pain, your 4th or 6th album, depending on whether or not you count your independent records in your total discography, you probably do.
Sure they do.
I'm sure they do.
Yeah.
I want to stress this. I've listened to this album 3 times over the past 2 weeks. I've taken notes. I've read up on it. I still don't know what I'm talking about. And I hope you stay 20 minutes into this app. That's my hope. Let's get it up to 20. Matt, here's who's in Nonpoint on this record. Elias Soriano on lead vocals.
There it is.
Andrew Goldman, guitar, backing vocals, producer, and mixing. Ken McMillan, bass, backing vocals, and Rob Rivera on drums.
Love it.
This record has sold 130,000 copies as of March of 2006.
Amazing.
A deluxe exclusive special edition was put on streaming services on Christmas Day 2019.
What a gift.
Merry Christmas. And they included 4 live tracks as bonuses on that. We will not be talking about the live tracks, but listen, I've seen Nonpoint live. They crush. Get your ticks. They're touring right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With Head PE probably. Or the day after Head PE.
Exactly. Yeah.
Road Dogs.
That's right.
Road Dogs.
Road Dogs. Now, when they released this new edition, they changed the album art.
Yeah.
Now, the original album art, which we've discussed in the past, and is part of the reason we even doing this album, is that it is a man in a suit. You can't see his head, but you can see his red tie, white shirt, black suit jacket. He's holding what looks to be a cracked wine glass, but there's no wine in this glass. It's filled with nails.
Perfect.
Incredible visual, very new metal. On the re-release, on the special edition, we now have a different person in the suit. I believe it actually may be Elias.
Yeah, that's what I'm believing.
Yeah, they are holding a wine glass filled with bullets. It's sleeker. I think the photography is better. But I gotta say, Broken Glass Full of Nails, better than a glass full of bullets. Bullets are too smooth. I could see somebody swallowing at least a couple and being like, okay, not great, but not terrible. Swallowing even one nail? One? Tough stuff. It's tough. It's no good. I could see, here's the thing. I could see Steve-O from Jackass swallowing a bullet. I could see you convincing him to do that.
Yeah, definitely.
A nail, he'd probably be like, I think that's really going to fuck up my shit. I think he'd turn that down. I'm going to say I'm pro the original cover, not the bullets. Matt?
Taking a look at both of them, I have them both up on the screen for myself right now. The first picture seems very much of the time.
Mm-hmm.
You said this came out in 2005.
Mm-hmm.
This is 100% 2005 vibes. The Nonpoint font still there, but they do a weird blurring effect. It doesn't read well. It's kind of confusing. The To the Pain is fucking illegible.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's written in such a cursive, and the glass filled with nails reads, but his hand is very, very, like, I'm looking at these digits and they are completely distracting.
Mm-hmm.
The updated cover, way slicker, reads way better. And I think they probably thought of using the nails, but they don't read as well as the bullets as the original cover. I think you would lose. It would be like, what's in that glass? Whereas like on the first cover, they have to be so close to that glass.
Uh-huh. Yeah, he's holding it up to the camera way more. Look at this! It's full
Look
of
at this,
nails!
and his fingers look enormous.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Honestly, the other thing about it is that looking at both, I have them both up now. The nails on the original one are gross as fuck, and Elias was like, my manicure is on point. On point. So yeah,
I hope you're super proud of yourself.
I'm very proud of myself. I would say I understand aesthetically, but the new metal in me is like nails.
Yeah. Oh yeah. But for some reason, for a 2005 cover, it also feels like 97 GeoCities site. Like, I'm very confused by the art direction.
It's sometimes though, with some of these records, you've got a little bit of time, you got a little bit of a budget, and somebody says, hey, I got a picture. I took a picture of this glass holding full of nails, and they were like, how many pictures did you take? And this is pre-iPhone, Matt. So you had to use film. You had to, or at least a digital camera or something. And
well, this picture is 100% a composite. Like they used.
Oh, you're right. They used it. Yeah, that might be a cardboard cutout of a suit.
Yeah.
I'm charmed again. I love it even more. Like the guy's hiding. He's like,
let me tell you, I've been doing YouTube for a year and a half now, right?
Uh-huh.
And you have to make a thumbnail for every video, and some thumbnails are better than others. It's just that simple. And let me tell you, it's fucking hard. When you don't have a visual arts background and you're trying to do it all on vibes, you're gonna miss the mark a whole lot. Let me just tell you. And when it's basically the thing that makes people decide whether or not they're going to watch your video, it certainly needs more time to put on it. Well, greetings if you're watching on YouTube.
Greetings. Well, Matt, yeah, so I was not able to procure a physical copy of this album. It was very hard to find. When I looked into buying one online, at the time, it was very expensive. It was over $20. It may be a different price now. Yeah, I know. This has happened before where I've complained, it was super expensive. And then everyone goes on and, X_USA is selling it for $5.98. But when I went to look to get a physical copy, it was very expensive. So I don't have one. I had to just stick with what was on Apple Music and, dig around on Discogs to see what all the liner notes look like.
Yeah, I 1565 shipped. That is with tax and everything. That's $20. So
not how I'm built right now, Matt. Just not how I'm built.
I get it.
Yeah, this album has one genre tag, and it's nu metal.
Hell yeah!
And Matt, let's just dive into this bad boy. Let's just get in it.
Let's do it. Hell yeah!
Do it. So the first song on this album is called "Bullet with a Name."
position for all to see. Regardless for how it feels. I got a bullet with a name on it. Bullet with a name. Whoa, use a cause for all the parts you think you see. It's really concentration on the steel. I got a bullet with a name on it. Bullet with a name.
What a riff.
Matt, what a hot open. All right. I've been waiting for a hot open, I feel like forever. And here is Nonpoint. Let me just read you some of my notes right here. First, whoa! Great start. We're going right in. New AF, chugging it up. The price tags on the things I need are getting bigger by the day. I got a bullet with a name on it. The way I work so hard for things they just take away from me. Are we talking about a revolution? Are we talking about how you try to work so hard every day? You get that paycheck and you can barely afford to live? Seems like something that is relatable in 2005, relatable in 2010, relatable in 2000 right now, buddy.
Tried and true.
I gotta say, is Bullet with a Name timeless?
Maybe.
It might be, Matt. Matt, how'd you feel about this one?
Oh, I loved it. This is great. This is top tier. Good to feel taken care of again.
Mm-hmm.
Nonpoint's doing the damn thing. Like the riff, like the way it's beginning. Strong, hot, open. Lyrics, boy, oh boy, we've got them all. My disposition is in a position for all to see. Regretless for how it feels. I got a bullet with a name on it. Bullet with a name.
Could be
Good
anybody's
stuff.
name. Could be anybody's name.
But also, it could be things are so fucking crazy and out of control that even the bullets are part of capitalism. And they have a name on them too.
That's so true. That's so true, Matt. Unbelievable. The music video for this song is the band performing surrounded by bullets. There's tables with bullets. Elias is laying in bullets at one point. Bullets all over the place. I'm curious what the bullet budget was. You know,
big bullet budget.
And it was one of those things where I was like, some of these bands we've talked about, obviously Il Nino, they have a candle problem. We don't know what it is, but they can't get enough of candles. And I love the idea that, like, maybe that budget person for Il Nino quit, goes to work for Nonpoint, and is like, what sort of bullshit do these guys want? And they come in, they go, hey, how much we got for bullets? And he's like, now I'm working with a new metal band, baby.
Love it. Here's my question. Also, can you rent bags of bullets?
Good.
Because they're reusable, right? Like, they're not spent casings. Do we need live bullets on set? Obviously not. We don't want live casings. I
mean, maybe that is something that you can get, with, what? As we know from listening to various podcasts, research, reading, if you have a top tier prop department, a top tier costume department, you go to them and say, hey, I'm going to need 1 million bullets by tomorrow. And they're going to go, tomorrow?
Tomorrow?
I didn't know
I got them today.
I got them right now. I remember was it Conan O'Brien right before they closed down the late night show? He did a tour of the prop department, and they had so many things. It was crazy. They could get anything. So maybe everyone who's been in the biz is like, Lauren, Matt, you need bullets? I need bullets.
We got you.
No problem. Incredible start. And I had to go over to songmeanings.com just to see how everyone was feeling. And I'll start with this comment from X Sam I Am. It's from May 6, 2006 at 8 o'clock in the evening. I take it to be kind of like a fuck you to society. It says that everyone is watching you. They criticize, then turn around and do the same. It just says I have a bullet to shoot down whoever doesn't like me. Okay. Now, Hockey Joe comes in October 14th, 2006, 4:33 in the morning. If you're putting a comment up at 4:33 in the morning, you didn't just get up. You've been up. You've been up. And this is a very you've been up comment. They effed up. There's really only 7 other planets now. Scientists officially decided Pluto is not a planet. This whole issue just ruins the song for me. Now, if you weren't paying close attention, I will go to the lyrics now to Bullet with a Name. The line is, how can I be an individual with the weight of the world and 8 other planets to take and with everything happening? Saying that I've got the weight of planet Earth and then all these other planets. And this guy's like, actually, it's only 7 now.
Song ruined.
Song ruined. Pluto's now sort of a moon. Ah! Don't be so pedantic, Cocky Joe. Now,
Yeah.
Banana Phone 05, 423, sorry, April 23rd, 2006. And this is 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Nonpoint is so fucking awesome live. They were the first band at the 2006 Chili Cook-Off to really get the crowd hyped. Elias has so much energy. He looked at me like he was thinking, what the fuck? When I left in the middle of a song to get a Shinedown autograph. Agree with you guys mostly about the meaning, but it could possibly more specific to their lives being in a famous band. Dunno, I got a bullet with a name. Banana Phone 05. I'm glad you subbed Nonpoint Live. I'm glad you agree that they are amazing. I'm glad you noticed that Elias is full of energy. Elias is also 100% within his rights and correct to mean mug you as you leave his set early to get a Shinedown autograph?
What are we doing?
How do you even know what someone in Shinedown looks like? That could have been anybody.
I just go up to random strangers and I go, are you from Shinedown?
Odds are they are. How would you know the difference? Shinedown autograph? Where do you display that? And what do they say when they look at it? What's that? Guy in Shinedown signed it. Okay.
Okay.
What'd you have to do to get that? Well, I had to leave Nonpoint early. I got a bullet with a name on it right now. I tell you, that's how I feel. Even Nonpoint early to get a Shinedown autograph? Give me a break. All right, Matt, let's keep this going. Up next, we have a song. These titles, amazing. There is going to be a war. Let's get this out of the way right now. This song rips. This song rips. Unbelievable. Breaking bones, making new holes in the wall. Incredible connection there. I love that. Making new holes. Where? In the wall. Nice cover. Love this. This is how you keep that momentum going. I don't want to say that we've been doing snoozers on this show, but it is really nice to just get a 1-2 punch. It is literally a punch, literally just like going for it. Like Nonpoint's like, we're not slowing down. We're here to rip. Do not worry. Do not worry. I wrote in my notes, is he realizing he is the enemy while surrounding the enemy? Is this war internal? Are we at war with ourselves? Much to consider. And
many things to
and I did like that level there. Something to think about. Immediately, we're going track 2, we're ripping it up, but already Elias is saying, listen, we're all at war with a lot of external things, but also look within. You may be at war with yourself. Are you your
worst war?
The worst war. Let me tell you, when you got an external enemy, you can plot and you can scheme, and they don't know what you're doing. When you're at war with yourself, you know everything that you're up to. You can't surprise yourself. It's very hard to do.
There's no surprising yourself.
There isn't. Absolutely not. I loved it. Matt?
Yeah, delightful. Fucking delightful. Glad again to be here with Nonpoint. They're really going for it.
Mm-hmm.
They're really going for it. Not much else to say. Like the riff, like it needs needs a little something though. I don't know what it is. But when I hear it, I'm like, I don't know if it's another person singing with them. Like when we get to the choruses, I'm just like, Elias, great voice, powerful voice. You know.
Are you, Matt, are you feeling like we need a little background vocal action? We need a little
background a little punch. We need a little counterpoint. We need a little.
I could definitely see where you're going for, because that is something that we definitely noticed on some of the later Seven Dust records that kind of elevates that, like Lejean, a powerhouse, great, but also give him some backing vocals, give him some extra juice that lifts it up. Elias is a bit more of a one-man vocal show.
Right. And it's a great show. It is a great show, but almost like double track them, or, because when I get, like, I like it there. The noodling there is where I'm just like, I want to come on. I just want.
You want some ad libs, is what
I want some. I want some. Yeah, I just want a little zazz.
Okay, all right. Can you just give Matt a little bit of zazz?
Could I get just a touch of zazz?
Just a touch of zazz. Something to think about. Listen, Nonpoint are going to make another album next year, guaranteed. Maybe they'll have some zazz on that one. You never know.
The thing is, the song is very zazzy. I'm at this point, I'm just like, it's an embarrassment of riches on that song, and I'm just like, can you make me richer?
You're so greedy, Matt. You're so greedy.
I'm greedy for Nonpoint.
You are. There were no comments on songmeanings.com because everyone agreed this was great, and obviously the song title explains itself. There's going to be a war, internal and external. Let's go to the next one, Matt. It's called The Reckoning.
Broken glass all around you, try to hide but they find you every time. Even with everything you try to do, people can still look and see right through you.
Ladies and gentlemen, I will play the rest of the song, but the stank face that Lauren just made was world class.
This motherfucker's spitting.
Oh, buddy. Am I getting educated right now? Am I getting some true fucking facts spit at me?
Get out your notebook. You're getting some notes.
Well, thank God I have this notebook. Oh, sweet Jesus. I would be ill prepared.
Ill prepared.
All right, let's start it over but we're 8 seconds in and Lauren's ticket is punched.
Broken glass all around you, try to hide but they find you.
First 2 words, broken glass, but not broken glass. Broken glass. Ah, all right. This time I'll play more.
Broken glass all around you, try to hide but they find you every time. Even with everything you try to do, people can still look and see right through you. Looking like you came from a magazine, regular just our beauty queen, covered in labels, Billy, but at the VR's house, you look at other people and help yourself. You have your passport, so you can be identified in case the most important thing is lost. In every chance you take, just to be satisfied, it's just another link in the chain of your wrecking ball. A link in the chain of your wrecking ball. A link in the chain of your wrecking ball. A link in the chain of your wrecking ball. A link in the chain of your wrecking ball. This is the reckoning that you feel happening. The wrecking ball, destroying it all. The reckoning that you feel happening.
Where have you been?
Chug.
Where have you been, Nonpoint?
Chug. That chorus, this whole song, the first time I heard it, I said, this chorus, you better leave me flat on the ground. You better lay me out. And they were like, you want us to stomp your shit out? I'm like, I would prefer if you did that. And they do. This chorus is unbelievable. Unbelievable. And then listen to this run of lyrics, Matt. The bullet inside of the smoking gun, the knife in my back when I try to run, the rain on the days that I'm stuck outside, the one to reveal when I'm trying to hide. They run it through all of them there. First, some pretty violent scenarios that a lot of us may never actually deal with, because it seems like we're dealing with a real gun. And then a knife in the back. Okay, we're getting a little figurative. And then he's like, well, it's rainy outside, and you want to go, and you're stuck outside and you're stuck in the rain. It's like, well, who hasn't been there? Oh no, it's raining. An umbrella, making it relatable. I love this song. It's incredible. They're in crush mode. We're track 3, and I'm feeling incredible, Matt.
Love it. Love it. I was wondering what was happening because like he's singing a little bit, But he's just winding up. And then because I was like, okay, the wrecking ball, the chain links, what's going on? He got there. I haven't seen you that excited for the start of a song since this guy.
Fuck the discussion, there's no need to beg it. We don't want the bread, no, it's off with your head. There's a glitch in the system if you blink.
Man,
Broken glass, an all-timer. Like,
it's an all-timer. It's an all-timer. Once again, we already said, Orgulo, an all-timer new metal song, and now we're finding out 4 or 6 albums deep into a Nonpoint discography, they got this one too. Plus, they got Bullet with a Name. Unbelievable. Once again, I'm listening to this going, yeah, we should have done this album like 6 years ago. Like, whatever. We're doing it now. And that's what's important. Songmeanings.com. Had to head on over there. We got a comment here from Cute Lil Rocker. June 19th, 2007, 4:28 in the morning. They've been up.
They've been up.
I think this is about people who look down on others because they're popular and always get bailed out when in trouble, but they screwed up big time and now they're paying for it. The tables have turned and now people look down on them. It's about searching for attention and going too far to get it, in my opinion. All right. So that one, they kept it, I felt, vague enough where I could say this is just you doing a song meaning. Maybe not pulling from your life. Maybe you are. But you've kept it vague enough that I'm not going to cast aspersions. The Dullahan, September 28th, 2007. 11:50 in the evening. They've been up as well. They've been up all day. They should go to bed. The song meanings beckons. This song is about people who go to any extent to make themselves popular. I know many like this. I sent more than a few of them to the hospital. I sent more than a few of them to the hospital before I even made it into high school, and even more since graduating. I work with a lad like this, 22 years old. He wouldn't mind getting his arse handed to him if it means that people are talking about him the next day. He went home from work early the other day because his stomach hurt. 6 days later, when he finally came back, he tried passing it out as, I got locked up, and I got on the defensive when I told him I wouldn't stay late for him because my stomach hurt, and everyone caught on. He's the first to pull the, what, you want to fight, when he fucks up and needs a distraction so you don't catch it. Last time I kinds turned around, well, yes, actually, and he took off. Anyhow, it's about those kinds of people, the kind of people who go through anything for their image, not caring who they step on and climb over to get it. It's when those people they see beneath them rebel and tear them down, throwing them to the floor, that it hits them. They fucked up worse than before. People are hating them as much as others are loving them, and their friends ain't about to step up and defend them. This is exemplified once again by AJ Patel, who got his arse kicked when his best friend couldn't step into the fight until he returned to the car to hide his iPhone. Yeah, this song's about you, Patel, the only man I've ever seen shirts for reading, your name here can kiss my ass. What is going on here? Unbelievable. Taking your workplace drama, putting it all up on them digital streets, all up in song meaning. You know that happened 5 hours before this comment. You know this guy came home from work fucking stewing, just mad.
All day long, fucking going great, writing and rewriting that response.
So mad. And they were just like, they got home. And their wife's, I made dinner. He's put it in the fridge.
Yeah.
I ain't got time.
We're going to have to reheat that.
I'm going to heat it up later because I am furious. And I'm going to relate it to the song, The Reckoning by Nonpoint. And honestly, by the end of that comment, you've forgotten that this is even about a song at all. Once again, song meanings, you really did it. And let's go in to the next song, Matt. It's called Alive and Kicking.
If this is a cover, I'm going to freak out.
I do not believe so.
I'm getting over it, pushing past all the bullshit and getting right to the root of what the problem really is. The reasons for the misunderstanding.
don't know. This definitely sounds like Simple Minds. It's great.
At the
It's great.
beginning, you think, oh, are they slowing it down a little bit? Wrong.
Nope.
Wrong.
No, they're not.
They're not. It's Nonpoint. They're here to crush. They're here to smash. I wrote in my notes, we got a laser-based sound, some murky noises. Initially, you think it's Moody Point, but it's not. These boys were thinking about choruses on this one. We're crushing it out. It's a song about overcoming. It's got a nice crunch. Matt, how'd you feel?
Love it. Definitely appreciate all the work that they did on those choruses, getting those right, getting those tight. 6 albums in, depending if you count those independents, and you know I do.
You knew.
And our boys are doing the damn thing. This feels very cohesive. I think they've always had a thing, but it is even more refined with this album. When we did their first record, it was kind of like, I remember us saying, man, the highs are really high. But it's got some lows, or it's got some rough edges, or it's got some things that it's, there's better versions of that.
Right.
This very much is, that's Nonpoint. That's
Right.
the Nonpoint sound, where it's not, it just sounds like a different version of POD. It's no.
No.
It's not even fucking in the same universe. It's like, they are very much their own thing. And definitely slept on this album. Did not give it the chance.
Yeah.
But in 05, I mean, it's 05, right? Like,
right. It's 05. It's a come down era. And I'm listening. Honestly, you know what, Matt, you and I are both listening to Silent Alarm. That's what we were doing. That's all we were doing.
That was all I was doing.
That's all we were doing in 2005. We were listening to Silent Alarm. We take a little bit of time out to listen to With Teeth, and we go back to listening to Silent Alarm. It's just how it went. Now, I know a lot of our listeners, if you're not familiar with Nonpoint, you're listening to this aggression, you're listening to these song titles, Alive and Kicking. It sounds to me like maybe, possibly, someone might have counted Nonpoint out.
Definitely has that feeling.
Might have doubted them. So if you go to the liner notes, which, like I said, I had to go to discogs.com to look at, and you do have very to the point liner notes, pictures of speakers, microphones, also a bullet on the back. You have a group thank you. And anyone who remembers our first Nonpoint episode knows that Elias goes in on some, I believe, an absentee father in those thank yous, which was a no thank you, I believe. That was the beginning.
That was the start creation of no thank yous.
No thank yous, yes. So here, what we have is one message from the band, and I'm going to read it to you right now.
Okay.
Nonpoint would like to collectively thank all those who have helped us get this far. It's been a rough journey, but thanks to the hard work and dedication of our fans, family, and friends, we've been able to continue to make this dream a reality. Although we can never fully repay these debts, we can certainly try by refusing to give in to the forces that always seem to be against us as a band. We will always remember the deeds and sacrifices of those who have been there for us. We would especially like to thank you for spending what you worked so hard for on our CD. Thank you and continued success to you all. The forces trying to stop Nonpoint? What are you even doing? What a waste of time.
What a waste of time.
Nonpoint can't be stopped.
No
They
way.
can't be stopped. Have you been hearing the riffs on this album? What type of idiot wants this to stop, and who are you to try to stop it? Get out of
You
the
should
way.
stop it.
You need to stop it right now. People that were trying to stop Nonpoint,
You
obviously-
need to stop it.
you need to- well, also, you know what? though?
Stop me? Stop you.
You know what? Also, Matt, let's point it out. Those people failed. They failed. Nonpoint still going to this day. Nonpoint is playing near my house in 4 days. Okay, Nonpoint never stopped. Those people, they definitely stopped.
Oh, yeah.
They definitely stopped.
You know, can't make fun of a swimmer if you've never been in the water.
Woo! That's right, baby. Songmeanings.com. We have a comment here from Try Not to Cry, December 8th, 2005.
Wearing it on their sleeve.
Holy shit, Nonpoint is fucking amazing. This is one of the best songs, my personal fave, off the new CD To the Pain. On a whole, the CD blows me away. I listen to all kinds of music and all genres, and this CD never leaves my system. OMG, get it. Other great songs are Bullet with a Name on It, The Reckoning, Buscondome. They are all great. This song could have a lot of meanings, but it looks to me like two people arguing over politics. Nonpoint is the new / better Rage Against the Machine.
Well, at least carrying the torch.
Carrying the torch 100%.
I am a long conflicted Rage Against the Machine fan. I've stated that I find none of their albums to be cover-to-cover classics.
Insane.
Which is about as sane a take as a human being can have that has ears.
Lock them up.
But their highs are so extraordinarily high that it's, I'm sorry, no band is this band when they're at peak power. It is like, wow. The whole, like, the screaming on Freedom is, yeah, I'm sorry, Elias, you have not done the screaming on Freedom.
Right. Well, I don't even think he'd disagree with that.
Yeah, like, I understand what they're saying, but like the messaging and the stylings are there. But yeah, Rage Against the Machine always seems to be that band that people pull out.
Oh, for sure.
You're like the new Rage Against. No, they're not.
They're not. They're not. But I'm sure. Listen, they like to hear it. And Rage Against the Machine. There's the thing. Rage Against the Machine love to be compared to other bands. They love it. They can't get enough of it.
I'm sure.
And
I'm sure Nonpoint is. So first, yeah, we gotta fucking deal with Rage Against the Machine. Then it's POD. Then it's Rage Against the Machine again, and then it's. Hey, you know, we are a band called Nonpoint, and we're fucking road dogs.
Road dogs.
So you should just see us live and see how much we crush.
That's right. You definitely should. This comment here is from DSM Maniac 12787. It's from March 30th, 2009 at 10:55 in the evening. I listen to this song and think about my ex. As I'm pushing myself at the gym and listening to this, I'm thinking to myself, look at what I've done and how far I have come. I no longer sit at home wallowing in depression / grief / regret. I'm getting my shit together while you sit on your ass and rot. I'm tearing it up and focusing on what I want. So fuck you and have a nice day. Great song to listen to at the gym. Do not get near DSM Maniac at the gym. They are going through it. They're thinking about their ex, and they're thinking about a lot of things. Eternal Tears of Sorrow. Now, this was posted on October 16th, 2020 at 6:28 in the morning. This person is a mod for Song Meanings.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. As for the song's meaning, I like how they just go right in as if they've been talking, but they haven't been. As for the song's meaning, vocalist Elias Soriano of Dominican and Puerto Rican descent speaks here of a society wrought with a lack of acceptance of others, no matter their class, race, or creed. How, as a whole, he has just decided he's just over it and going to push through the nonsense, and by doing so, has never felt more awake. Wake up, people. Open your eyes.
Open your eyes.
To DSM Maniac doing way too many reps near you. Get away from them. Let's see here. I like this one here. This is from Killswitch 916. It's from May 30th, 2006. And this is 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I've only heard this and Bullet with a Name, but I still say the CD's amazing. That's how good it is. 2 songs. And they're like, whole CD's great.
Whole CD's great.
Only heard 2 songs. Whole CD's great. Doesn't matter. Whole rest of it could be blank. It's great. It's great.
Love it.
Matra on, this is interesting. They posted this on February 13th, 2006 at 1:34 in the morning. They've been up. It's the day before Valentine's Day.
Sleep is for morons.
That's right. I'd take a guess, ... that this entire CD is about a breakup, ... To better quote my friend, ... someone really pissed him the fuck off. Who's your friend? What?
Jesus
What is this? All of the songs on the CD, I could easily find meaning and feeling into my breakup I just experienced perhaps a month prior to the CD coming out. ... Either way, ... I love their new album, To the Pain. This whole album, it feels like it's about a breakup. Unrelated, a month ago I broke up, and every song in the CD is about breaking up. I'm pretty sure.
Big old Boss Baby vibes.
Big old Boss Baby breakup vibes. Oh my god. Also, Boss Baby's about breaking up. I don't know if you know that.
Don't know if you know that it's about a boss breaking up with a baby.
Baby. They done inappropriate relation. Amazing.
My name's Skip Bayless. Topical.
All right, Matt. This is a good one. This is from Flowers in the Arctic. See what they did there. August 14th, 2009, 9:17 in the morning. Okay. Breakfast time.
Got up.
This song is utter shit.
Whoa.
I had to say it. I hate it for its simplicity and the fact that he sounds like a childish bitch who hasn't gotten over his ex yet. If he did, he would not be mad at her, and so would this dude who said he loves the song at the gym. Come on, man. It's pathetic. Dude, if you really got over her, you would not even care about any rage you have towards her. Please, oh my God, this is such a loser song. Loser, get a fucking life. It's only a fucking breakup. Life goes on. Wow. August 28th, 2009. 10:57 in the evening. Hey, Flowers in the Arctic. Shut the fuck up. I mean, why the fuck did you comment on the song if you didn't like it? I wouldn't have wasted my time commenting if I hated the song. Nothing better to do? Who's the real loser here? This song totally rocks. And if it helps DSM Maniac 12787 get over their breakup, then that's good for them. Don't bash them over a song that you supposedly don't like. Top tier. Got him. And you might say, Lauren, Matt, what makes this a top tier got him? They first say, hey, and then they say, shut the fuck up. But they say, hey, to get their attention. They wouldn't have gotten their attention if they just said, shut the fuck up. They just go, hey. They turn their head. What? Me? Shut the fuck up.
Oh, okay.
Beautiful.
Well, I guess you got me.
You got him. All right, Matt. This is an incredible song title here.
All right.
Explain yourself.
I didn't ask you to explain yourself to me. The fact you feel you have to is enough evidence to see right through all the bullshit and stories you create. No, I didn't ask to be a game for you to play with. Didn't ask for anything in return that wouldn't be asked by anyone else. Respect is something I demand. We're done enough to understand. People say what you want to hear and something comes out of it for them. Even some of the people that you call your friends are waiting for.
Matt,
explain yourself.
I'm gonna go to my notes.
I can't wait.
What a title. We're squealing. This sounds like a song about someone who is full of shit.
Is a real. Here's the deal.
Yeah.
This is a dad song.
Yes.
This is a real dad song.
Why didn't you mow the lawn? Why didn't you
explain yourself?
Explain.
Why don't you tell me what you were thinking?
And the moment they try to, this is all bullshit.
Oh, you're just watching them in quicksand.
Oh,
it's just like
done.
What was your plan here? Explain yourself.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely, Matt.
When I said you need to mow the lawn so that we can go to the thing you wanted to do, and you said okay.
Yeah.
And now I'm here and the lawn isn't mowed.
Right. Yeah. I mean,
you didn't tell me what the fuck happened. Do you need to go to the hospital?
I don't need to go to the hospital, Dad, but I am been feeling a little tired of your shit.
We're at an impasse.
Oh, man.
And we're definitely not going to that vague thing you want to go to.
No, absolutely not. You know what? He's going in on this one. I don't think it's as laser focused as the earlier ones, but I enjoy the franticness. At 2:10, you get some funky horns that come in. Puts a little variety in there. Very much.
Did somebody order something funky?
Oh my God, Funky Ken.
Ooh, I gotta hear some horns at 210. Excuse me.
Oh.
Oh, life at T-Mobile's been pretty good, actually. Ooh, this is for me. Somebody ordered something funky. Something funky. Something funky. Get on the good foot. Jazz is just farts for assholes. All right.
Wow. There you go. Very exciting stuff.
Just do it the other way. Farts are jazz for assholes.
There it is. Matt, any other thoughts? Any other thoughts?
I loved it. I loved it.
Mm-hmm.
I think it is time to say,
Mm-hmm.
because if you haven't been paying attention,
Yeah.
these guys are road dogs.
Mm-hmm.
These guys are fucking road dogs. And starting a week ago, I guess, at this point, Nonpoint has started their Painful and Statements tour, which celebrates the 20th anniversary of this album and the 25th anniversary of Statement. So they are literally touring those two albums. So in one night, their leg one is up on their site right now.
Mm-hmm.
They did a holiday show already at the Machine Shop. So I think we're either leg 2 or 3
Right.
for this particular. But that means in one night, you could possibly hear The Reckoning and or Gulo in the same night.
Amazing. Maybe I should try to go to the show, Matt.
I was looking at the dates, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I was on our good friend's Nonpoint site.
Mm-hmm.
And the closest, because there's no Machine Shop show, this is a January tour, which is also very Nonpoint.
Right.
This band does not give a shit about winter road dogs. January 25th, Columbus is pretty much the closest thing between the two of us. I think that's almost equidistant for the two of us. A little bit longer for me, maybe. But
I'm Googling right now. I may be SOL because it looks like it may be sold out. It may be sold out. In any event, I'm not going to buy tickets while we record. This
Correct.
was another very good song from Nonpoint, which just seems to be what they do at this point. But let's see. I've been waiting to talk about this one. Matt, this next song is called Buscondome.
this is super fucking fun.
Oh my God, Matt, get the tables! Get the tables!
Love it, dude.
It keeps escalating. When I heard this over the first time, I was like, no way they're going to keep escalating here. Yes.
Yeah, they are.
This thing is amazing. Amazing.
What a time to be alive.
Track 6. Track 6. They still got it.
They still got it.
Fucking incredible. I'm going to write this here. Stop asking Elias so many questions, because this chorus is stomping music. Get the tables. Then I wrote these lyrics down. Should I explain what I'm trying to say? Okay, here's how I feel in the nicest way. fuck you and everything you believe you're supposed to know. You deserve to know nothing because nothing's what you show. Wow. Another winner from Nonpoint. Get your boys and get to the pit. And this chorus, no, everyone just heard this chorus. They heard a little bit. They do this chorus like 5 times because it's so good that near the end of the song, you're like, well, that's probably it. And they were like, nah, run it back again. No. Too fucking good. Amazing. Amazing. I thought after the Reckoning, I was like, well, that's going to be like the peak. You know what I mean? We'll have some good rockers, whatever. This right here
is that good shit.
This is that good shit. Amazing. Matt.
Love it. I mean, I love when this is that vitamin X that I was looking for a little bit earlier, because nobody can fucking do this. This is their secret sauce. Like when they get this ramped up, and then they kind of just lean into the things that nobody else has. Yeah. I mean, it's great. It's great.
It's fantastic. It's super good. On Song Meanings, I felt that you'd appreciate this back and forth between Lovo and Metalhead 88. Lovo posted this on January 9th, 2008 at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Guess I'm the only one who understands this song. Then Metalhead 88 came back on January 19th, 2013 at 12:43 in the morning and said, "Want to explain then?" They did not. They did not. Probably because they were dead. They passed away. So, yeah, I enjoyed that. This Buscondome is an all-timer song. Amazing.
Do we know what it means?
You know what, Matt? That would have been a really good thing for me to find out. And I did not look it up. And right now, whatever remaining member of Nonpoint's been listening and enjoying us has said, I was right. These guys don't know shit about shit. And they've stopped.
Oh, it means looking for me.
Oh.
Or searching for me. You were seeking me, trying to find me, hunting for me. Like it's that type of.
I see.
Turn of phrase.
Well done. Well done. Is it like looking for me? You looking for me?
It could be.
You looking for me?
One of the examples is pretty soon there will be a lot of people looking for me. Well, that's the content. I can't believe you were looking for me this whole time, and may she spend the rest of her birthdays searching for me.
Wow. Oh boy.
So this does not seem to be. This feels like a curse of some sort. Like,
Matt, could this be about a breakup?
You can spend the rest of your fucking life looking for me.
Oh my god.
Because I am gone.
Wow. Oh my god.
Kaiser Soze your ass.
Kaiser Soze. Oh my lord.
I Buscondome your ass.
You did. All right, Matt. It's the title track, To the Pain.
Lot going on in that song.
Yeah.
Lot going on.
We're getting a little bit more experimental here for Nonpoint, trying a few different things here, but also still giving us what I feel like is a let me see them lighters kind of chorus, or definitely let me see them hands, if anything else. I think, listen, after the last one, anything's going to be a come down. I was still enjoying this. I'm like, okay, they're still rocking. They're still bringing the heat. Does have a moody interlude in the middle that kind of, gives you just like a little bit more of a change of pace. And honestly, I enjoyed it. It's good. It's not an all-timer, but I enjoyed it. Matt?
Yeah, to your point, I don't think anything can really follow the song that we just heard. So it was time to slow it down a little bit. We got a little more exploratory in the songcraft. A lot of pre-choruses, not as direct, much more. Let's see if we can create a vibe and just kind of play around with this one. Mm-hmm. Not a bad song by any stretch of imagination, but kind of one that we've been to a mountaintop, and it's kind of hard to hear this one consecutively after
Right.
hearing 1 minute of
Buscondome.
Buscondome. Yeah, right now I'm already on tilt, so this slowing it down is kind of yeah, boss, I'm gonna skip this one right now. Might have to come back to this one later to have a better take.
There you go. Now, so the next one is an instrumental. It's called Rendition. We'll listen to a little bit of that. You kind of get the idea here.
Yep. I really feel like I'm in the save room of Resident Evil. Like,
Yeah, a little bit of that. I mean, for me, it felt like a Tool Town moment. They were deciding to get a little proggy, a little Tool Towny, you know. And at that point, you know, Tool had not put out, was it 10,000 Days yet? So
no.
people were ready for anything slightly toolish. So filling a need. And you know, I honestly, yes, let's take a minute. Chill out, vibe. You know, we just got 6 crushers in a row there, you know? So,
Yeah.
okay.
Maybe we do need to be in the save room for a minute.
Maybe. You might be. You might
need
be.
that second just to chill out for a second. Let's check our inventory. We need to make sure we got what we need.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Before you go back out there, get your bearings.
Maybe we need to put something in the chest. We should put some stuff in the chest.
Matt, I've never
Take
played
some
this
stuff
game, but
out of the
I'm
chest.
following everything you're saying.
I mean, yes, if you played a video game
Okay.
that has a moment where you might be going into a boss battle, so you might need to make sure that everybody's healed, everybody's doing okay, that we got all the stuff we need.
You got it.
Don't just hop in there willy-nilly.
Got to make sure you got your armor. Got to make sure you got your health. You got to make sure
Have we upgraded yet? Okay, we need to make sure that we're upgraded. You know,
absolutely.
The save room, the town, the village. If you're a tabletop person, you know, before you go in the tavern, you might go to the shop. The shop music.
Oh my Lord. All right, Matt. Well, we're
still here, Nonpoint.
All right,
Perfect.
We're leaving the save room. We're heading back into the album. We're now going to listen to, I guess this is a sequel song. Earlier, we were saying explain yourself. Now we are saying explain myself.
Dog standing at the fence, just begging for the next person to pass and test his patience. Now my back cocked and ready to go off, looking for any volunteers that want crawl and cough. Stands up front when it's time to take.
Just knocking my mic over. All right, we got to figure out how we're seeing Nonpoint together, buddy.
We got to figure it out, but you cannot miss this chorus.
All right, I'm coming back to it.
All right.
Why should I explain myself to you? I want and I shouldn't have to. Why should I explain myself when you're getting too close to the end of my
Oh, buddy, if you were walking down a lane to a wrestling ring, I think I just found your entrance music.
If you need to put somebody in a suplex, if you need to top rope somebody, this is your soundtrack. All right. This is going to get you the belt. And I'm not talking about Intercontinental. I'm talking about heavyweight champ. I'm talking about
heavyweight champ.
Oh, world champ. This is world champ music here. Earlier, we're saying if you've got to explain yourself, you've already lost.
That's
and here, someone has asked Elias to explain themselves. And Elias says, I won't and I shouldn't have to. Why should I explain myself to you? I won't and I shouldn't have to. Why should I explain myself? Explain
you.
Matt, explain
me?
Myself? Explain
you. That's right.
Incredible stuff. They're back. There is a guitar solo at 2:10 that I very much enjoyed. If you'd like to hear that, Matt.
Oh, I would love to. Love to play that for you.
And what's great about the guitar solo, Matt, is that Andrew Goldman, the guitarist, was also the producer on this one. So he was doing a real Spider-Man's move, from the booth to himself going, "You crushed that, bro. You crushed that.
You crushed that.
That guitar
You?
solo." Yeah. Me?
Is it you?
Yeah,
Me?
yeah, me? You? Yeah. Great work. Very much.
Meanwhile, the Byler brothers are nowhere to be fucking seen.
They're
Where
around.
are they?
They're running the label. They're running the label, Matt.
Mhm.
Running a label is a lot of work, and it's better work if you've got your brother by your side.
Where is he?
God damn it. Songmeanings.com. We have this comment from Mallory PMM from September 12th, 2007. This is 3:30 in the afternoon. I think this guy needs to smoke more pot and have some alone time for reflection, maybe a therapist to see why he's so pissed. Mellow out and enjoy life, dude. Winky face emoji. Listen, maybe that's the move. Maybe that's ultimately the move. But I am personally glad that Elias was super mad when he made this album and gave us an explain yourself, explain myself, question and answer situation. Loved it. The boys are back. They weren't ever really gone. They just took a little break. They're back. All right, Matt. Up next, we've got Skin.
Awesome. Fucking great.
A song about can you see past the skin to see the person inside. Relevant then, relevant now. Once
Because
again.
I'll tell you what, I'm not a poser. Explain myself. Explain yours.
Wow, Matt. I thought this was more a song about racism, but Matt's nope, it's about being a poser, and I'm not one. Who said it? Show yourself.
Subtlety lost on me.
I'm not a fucking poser. You call me a poser? Say it to my
You
fucking-
saying that you don't know who I am? I'll explain myself.
I'll explain it.
You explain yourself.
Yeah, explain it. Another crusher. Late album
Great.
crushing is what I wrote in my notes.
Fantastic.
Great stuff. Up next, Matt, it's a song about one of your favorite beverages, Code Red.
Put it straight in my veins.
Taking the world on by yourself. When will you learn? When will you learn on by yourself? Run away, it's the only way for
Oh no. Wee wee.
You know, this one was a little two-step start for me. And
Yeah, this one's not as good.
this one's not as good. And the woo-woo part, it felt like that was like what they had. And they were like, can we build anything around this? We can try. We can fucking try.
It sounds like a klaxon. You
Yeah,
want
I
to call
know.
it Code Red?
Code Red, maybe.
Did you order the Code Red on Santiago?
Who's got all the Code Red in the fridge? Can I grab some, or is that all yours? If I can just take
you
one.
can. Yeah, you can get one of those. No
Oh,
problem.
thank you so much.
Yeah, dude, don't worry. We're gonna have like some gamer fuel. We're in for the night.
Yeah.
We're gonna set up our LAN. We're playing Doom. It's all good.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
3D Arena. Come on.
Mm-hmm. Unreal Tournament. Yeah, absolutely.
Ooh, Unreal Tournament. Look, this song is not the greatest, but
It's okay.
they're fucking going for it.
They're going for it.
I really doff my cap
Mhm.
to the boys of Nonpoint because I don't remember Elias being this developed as a singer. He's always had a good voice. He's always had an
Mhm.
interesting voice,
Right.
but he's always been a little bit more in the presentational style that we heard earlier in the record. But this is a little different for him in my book. Like
Mhm.
it's a little more dialed in. His singing voice is like, hey, I'm gonna fucking sing. Here we go. We're ready. And he doesn't go to Buttsburg, which I also appreciate it.
Mhm.
But it's also a little bit not for me.
Yeah, it feels
And I might say that it's the Seven Dust of it all.
interesting. You know what? That's actually, yeah, I can see that because Seven Dust would do that sort of stop-start thing a little bit more.
Yeah, that move.
Yeah. And so, yeah, this one was not my favorite either. A little too stop-start for my taste. I wrote in my notes that Nonpoint want you to put your chill straight up your ass, but I don't know where I got that from. I don't know.
Might be the lyrics because it is about a Code Red.
Yeah, it might be. So yeah, but this was not. I mean, this late in the album though, I'm not really mad about it. It's they were trying something. I wasn't bored. I was like, okay, and that woo sound tickled me every time I heard it. All right, Matt, we've got a few left. This next one is called "Wrong Before."
But then I gave into the way of common desperation and dedicated time to find a weakness in me. The freedom to react and attack it when I'm defensive. My decision, a solid metal rock wall extended inside of every argument created by the differences between the way I think and the way that the world is doing it. The world can be wrong today for once. You have to be.
So subject matter, I would say that we're very strong in the new, but stylistically, I feel like we're pulling ourselves out of the new. We're going into something a little bit different here.
I can definitely hear that. This one, especially a few of them on the back half, get a little bit more into, I don't want to say like a post grunge, but more like an alt metal vibe.
Yeah, I would.
Yeah.
Alt metal, I think, kind of hits it because it's starting to feel like I'm in a rock opera about. I just feel, oh, here we are, and we're telling the story of the boy that had the thing. Okay,
Yeah,
all right,
yeah,
cool, fucking great.
Yeah.
But also, these are not the droids I'm looking for. I
Right.
think is where I'm
I
at.
thought it was interesting that they record all these songs for the album and they make the decision though. They're like, we're gonna stack it, we're gonna front load it. We're gonna and
it's very
things like-
front loaded.
and honestly, even saying front load, even then, it's a long front.
Right.
It's not like it takes a jump, takes like a huge shit or something. It's basically they put all
It's
the real
just-
strong rockers
it's
right up front.
They're all earlier, and then there's a tonal shift.
Mm-hmm.
Where like the aggression goes down, the songcraft comes up, the musicianship throughout the record is fucking top shelf.
Yeah,
This is
yeah, absolutely.
great.
Mhm.
But like the songwriting in the last 4 songs have been some version of, hey, is a little bit tonally different. We're
Mhm.
going on a little bit different
Right.
vibe here.
Yeah.
When I first saw this album, I was just like, but I saw the deluxe edition, I was like, too many tracks.
Mhm.
How many fucking tracks is this? Oh my God.
Mm-hmm.
I can't do it. And then I heard 6 songs in a row that were just like, this can be 100 tracks. I don't give a shit at all.
tracks.
And now I'm getting back into the, hey, it's got 2 tracks left. How respectful of our time is this album?
Well, Matt, this album clocks in at 73 minutes and 11 seconds.
that seems excessive.
Now that is because 2005, baby. All right.
Oh, there must be a hidden track.
Right, we got a secret track. Secret track. So that's coming.
Secret track.
Before we get to that, though, we have two. We have a song called "The Longest Beginning" that then rolls right in to the shortest ending.
Oh my! Should I do them back to back?
Yeah, you can play a little bit of the first one, and then you can just go right in the next one.
They do know how to do a groove, though.
They do. They really do.
They fucking know how to do it. Okay, I'm gonna pull this down because this is just there's no lyrics or anything.
No.
It's
And then it basically acts as an intro to the shortest ending.
I like that. I see what you did there. It was not hard to see what you did there. And then this song just stops right here.
When will the pages stop turning? How can there possibly be this many? My fingers are burning from turning. What feels like a million pages to me, no, makes no difference to me. I'm up to my knees with miles to go. No way to really know what's left to find
No.
out about a character letting his life to the shortest ending. Is this the end of the story finally coming? Is this the end of the story finally? It's the longest way to the shortest ending. It's the longest way to the shortest ending. Arguments, happiness.
No idea. All right, we're good. I definitely feel this is show choir amped up. I'm not into it as much,
Okay.
but that's because my brain right now is still short circuiting from
Buscondome.
Yeah.
Buscondome. Yes. Matt,
I do feel like tonally I'm not there anymore. I just want to hear that song again.
Matt, Buscondome is the Orgullo of this album.
Definitely.
100%.
100%.
I'm getting ahead of myself a little bit before we get to Canon talk, but yeah, this album is basically half and half. It's half crushers, some all-timers, and then the second half, we're going to slow it down. We're going to get experimental. We're going to try a couple other things. We're going
to lay down grooves.
Yes.
We're going to sing kind of like straight ahead rock at you, straight ahead rock vocalist at you instead of kind of like that growly bullet with a name thing that we did earlier. We're going to change it up.
Yeah.
Which is great and exactly what needed to happen in the album. Dude, I just mainlined heroin and you're like, maybe you should smoke weed. No, I'm just fucking, I'm blown out.
You're blown out. Oh my God.
Just blown out like a firestone. I am
Damn.
fucking done.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, for this one, I feel like they were going for kind of an epic closer, a big soaring sound. You know, it has another guitar solo in it. There is a secret track after that. It's about 10 minutes or so into the 16 minutes. It's an instrumental. Yeah, it's basically this album is two halves. Crushers, experiments. And obviously, I think the way the show is, we kind of lean more towards the Crushers. But I don't think the experiments were failures. I think they're interesting. I think it's just this Crushers, maybe they crushed us a little too good. Maybe they did too good of a job on the crushing.
Yeah.
That it makes us, it's a little tougher to appreciate the experimentation and the stretching of the muscles. And I don't know if it's a question of sequencing. If they had decided to drop in those other ones, how would we feel? Would we feel differently?
And I don't know, because I feel truly from rendition on is a short concept album. Like it feels very much like these songs are all supposed to be together. Thematically, stylistically, vocally, the harmonies on it are similar. There's a lot of stuff going on in there that seems to be thematic.
Right.
Like intentionally connected. And maybe if I look at the top the top end of it, there's a lot more of the external anger at the world and the situation that they're in.
Mm-hmm.
And it's okay, and if that's, to the pain, then that's to the pain.
That's to the
But
pain.
we got a bonus track here.
Yeah, Matt. So yeah, if you go to about 10 minutes or so, you can hear a little bit of that.
All right, here we go. Does this have a name, or is it unknown at this
It
point?
says instrumental most places, but Wikipedia in one place called it Alexis.
Okay.
So yeah. I'm sorry, Genius calls it Alexis.
Okay. Just tell me if the pressure's too much on the massage.
Okay, yeah. My neck's just been just bugging. Really
Yeah,
bad.
it's just really tight there.
Yeah. Just,
You sit at a desk all day?
Oh yeah, all day. Yeah.
I see it a lot.
Yeah. No, I just
Mind
got
if I just start jerking off?
I'm trying to explain. I got a new desk chair, and this masseuse is just. I'm going straight to jerking.
Look,
Wow.
it helps me do my job better.
Oh, okay. Well, I want you to do a great job. All right.
Okay, cool. Thought I was gonna make it weird. Anyway, yeah. Nobody massages the masseuse. That's all I'm trying to say. So that's why I gotta pull double duty.
Is that what we call this?
Yeah, that's what I call this.
Double
Call
duty.
this double duty.
Amazing.
Look, if you want to blindfold and earplugs, I understand, but I am gonna get those knots out. I promise you that. I promise you that. I have a 5-star Google review for a reason,
Oh my lord.
and I asked.
You did. You know what?
Yeah, you could say
did.
no.
I can say no.
Did you say no?
Oops. All right. You get
Okay,
it.
yeah, I get it.
You get it. You get it. So that's the instrumental bonus track. God, I hope Nonpoint really did listen to this whole episode at this point.
I'm sure Elias has loved it.
Loved it. Ah, Matt, that's To the Pain.
To the pain.
To the Pain. Yeah.
Fan-fucking-tastic album.
There you go. And now it's the part of the show where we talk about
Canon talk.
talking about the canon. Matt, we're going to start with you.
Buddy, I really enjoyed this album. Artistically, I thought it was a big step forward for them. I felt that the songcraft was probably the tightest that we've heard from them. The highs are incredibly high on this album. Calling out Buscondome is, and that's an immediate in the canon.
Mm-hmm.
I think the thing is, the first half of the album is stacked with those rockers that it makes it a little bit more difficult to have perspective on the back half of the album, which probably on a quieter listen, like a car listen or something like that, might have a bigger payoff for me, or I can appreciate it in a way that I didn't appreciate the 1 minute sampling over headphones after having my fucking ears blown out.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely feel like if you put the first half of the album in the canon, then you might as well put the whole thing in the canon, which is kind of the problem, because it's like, how do you not put Bullet with a Name in? Like, that seems like a no-brainer. Buscondome, that seems like a no-brainer. The Reckoning, that seems like a no-brainer. There's going to be a war? I mean, come on, what are we talking about here? That seems, I mean, all of these songs just they hit, and they hit heavy, and they hit hard. That being said, the back half doesn't really, from a new metal perspective only, doesn't seem to carry the weight as the front half, which means you're split. But you can't crack the album in half. It is a whole, and I feel like they've earned it to have the whole album in the canon. I just feel like the whole thing feels canon worthy, and I feel like the back half of the record needs a solo listen to really enjoy it, untethered to a recent listen to Buscondome.
All right, Matt. So you're making the case that we got to put the whole thing in.
I think you put the whole thing in. I really do.
Okay.
I think Bullet with a Name would be a strong. If we aren't putting the whole thing in, you start getting to the point where you might put 4 songs in, and if you put 4 songs in of 12 tracks, you're almost at a quarter of the album, and then it's or a third of the album. Where's the tipping point? It's just like.
So,
Yeah.
Matt, what I wrote was that we got a lot of rippers on this record.
Yeah.
But Nonpoint is also following their ambition. They want to make something a little more sprawling. They want to make something a little more experimental. And that we're looking for rippers always.
Yeah.
But that's an our problem, not their problem.
Correct.
And it's that thing where I started to go, well, yeah, obviously Bullet, obviously The Reckoning. This is a war. Alive and Kicking. Buscondome. Where's my life been? My life before Buscondome, my life after it. But then I look at the rest of the album and I'm like, it's not like it, like you said, it's not like it took like a giant shit. They're just trying different things. They're like, listen, we hit you with the heat. You know what we can do. We're stretching. We're trying these other things. Plus, I mean, Explain Myself.
Explain yourself.
Explain Yourself. You can't really separate those two. You need the one with the other. And I will say that initially I was kind of like, maybe, but you're right though. You don't want to keep excluding stuff. And this thing is yeah, the stuff that we would include, it's not like it's bad.
No,
it's not like it's bad. And honestly, I think giving this thing like a full listen, as I've done over the last 2 weeks, very rewarding. I would say this is easily the best Nonpoint album.
Yeah.
Okay. By far. Incredible. Everyone who said you guys need to do this, this is the best. You were right. Thank you. And so, yeah, I agree with you, Matt. To the Pain, the whole thing in the canon.
Love it.
It's got to be in there. It's got to be
in
the
right choice. I think it's the right choice.
Absolutely. And
this is the first full record by Nonpoint in the canon?
I believe this is the first full one in, and hopefully not the last. I'll be saying it.
I like that. I like the way you're thinking.
The bar. I'm very, very much enjoying this. I'm about to go on StubHub and see what my options are to maybe see
I'm going to say
and Buscondome the same night.
There's a second leg, and they haven't hit Louisville yet, and they haven't hit Indy yet. So let's bide our time.
Okay.
Let's see what the second leg looks like.
Okay, Matt. All right. Well, there you have it. Nonpoint, To the Pain in the nu metal canon. Welcome, gentlemen.
Love it.
And that does bring us to the end of another episode of Roach Koach. Thank you so much for listening. Keep on saying hello to us online. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, Blue Sky. We're on all those. Send us an email, roachcoachpodcast@gmail.com. Head on over to the Patreon, patreon.com/roachcoachpodcast. The Pact is wrapping up. Check that out. And more fun to come here in 2025 here on Roach Koach. And until next time, Matt, thank you.
Lauren, thank you.